Hello and welcome to Your Business Consultant. This is Danita and thank you so much for joining me today. And we're going to discuss writing your business plan. As you know, your business plan is the foundation of your business, and it's important to learn how to write a business plan quickly and efficiently with the correct business plan template. Now, business plans help you run your business, and a good one guides you through each stage of starting and managing your business as well. You'll use this as a roadmap for how to structure, run, and grow your new business. And it's also a way to think through the key elements of your new business. Business plans can help you to get funding or bring on new business partners, investors, and those who want to feel confident that they'll see a return on their investment. It's also a tool you use to convince people that working with you or investing in your company is a smart choice. Now, you have to be able to pick a business plan format that actually works for you. So there's no right or wrong way to write a business plan, but what is important is that your plan meets your needs. Most business plans fall into one or two common categories: traditional or a lean startup. Now, traditional business plans are more common, using a standard structure, and they encourage you to get into detail about each section. And traditional business plans tend to require more work up front and can be dozens of pages long. Okay? Now, a lean startup business plan, which are less common but still can be used as a standard structure, will focus on summarizing only the most important points of the key elements of your plan. Okay? And they can take as little as 1 hour to make, and typically one page only. So let's say a traditional business plan. It's very detailed, takes more time to write, and is very comprehensive. Lenders and investors commonly request this type of plan. Now, a lean startup plan is a high level focus, fast to write, and it contains key elements type of plan. Now, some lenders and investors may ask for more information when presenting them with a lean startup plan. So let's take a look at the traditional business plan format. You might prefer a traditional business plan format if you're a very detailed oriented person and you want a comprehensive plan or a plan to request financing from traditional sources. When you write your business plan, you really don't have to stick to the exact business plan outline. Instead, use the sections that make the most sense for your business and your needs. Traditional business plans use some combination of these 9 elements. The first one is an executive summary. Okay? Now, this first section or element of your business plan, it briefly tells the reader what your company is and why it will be successful. You'll want to include a mission statement, what product or service you offer, and basic information about your company's leadership team, employees, and location. You should also include financial information and high-level growth plans if you plan to ask for financing. Now, the second element or section would be a company description. This is where you will use your company's description to provide detailed information about your company. Here, you'll go into detail about the problems your business solves and be very specific and list out the consumers, organizations, or businesses your company plans to serve. You can also take this as an opportunity to explain the competitive advantages that will make your business a success. Do you have experts on your team? Have you found the perfect location for your store or your business? And then add your company description as a way to boast about your strengths. What is your unique proposition, selling point? What makes you different? What makes you stand out? You definitely want to add that in the company description. Now we're going to talk about the market analysis, and this is definitely important in your business plan, okay? Now, you'll need a good understanding of your industry outlook and target market. This is where competitive research will show you what other businesses are doing and what their strengths are. In your market research, look for trends and themes. What do successful competitors do? Why does it work? Can you do it better? This is the time to answer these questions. And this all depends on what type of business you want going to go into. If you're going to do a product-based business or a service-based business, make sure that you do good market research. Now we're going to talk about organization and management. This is another very important section of a business plan. Here you're going to tell your reader how your company will be structured and who will run it. That's where it goes back to describing the legal structures of your business, which we've talked about in previous videos, the various structures, which are sole proprietorship, C or S corporation, general or limited liability partnership, or limited liability company, LLC. That's where you will explain that under the organization and management section of your business plan. Here you want to use an organizational chart to lay out who's in charge of your company. Show how each person's unique experience will contribute to the success of your venture. And you might want to consider including resumes and CVs of key members of your team. Next, we're going to look at service or product line. And this section of your business plan is where you'll describe what you sell or what your service is that you offer is. Explain how it benefits your customers and what the product lifestyle looks like, or the life cycle looks like. Share your plans for intellectual property like copyright or patent filings. And you also want to do research on development for your service or product and explain that in detail. Now we're going to talk about market and sales. There is no single way to approach a marketing strategy. Your strategy should evolve and change to fit your unique needs. Your goals section is to describe how you'll attract and retain customers through your marketing and sales. You'll also want to describe how a sale will actually happen. And you'll refer to this section later when you make financial projections. So make sure to thoroughly describe your complete marketing and sales strategies. This is very, very important, very important. Now, we're going to talk about funding requests. This section of your business plan is very important if you're looking for funders. Many small businesses don't start out looking for funders. Many just start out wanting to get the basics, figuring out what their business structure is going to be, targeting their specific market and going to work. Maybe later down the road, they might decide that they want to seek funding if they want to grow. But for the most part, that's something you would consider depending on the type of product or service that you're offering. So if you're asking for funding, this is where you're going to outline your funding requirements. Your goal is to clearly explain how much funding you'll need over the next 5 years and what you'll use it for. Specify whether you want to debt or equity, the terms you like applied, and the length of time your request will cover. Give a detailed description of how you'll use your funds. Specify if you need funds to buy equipment or materials, pay salaries, or cover specific bills until your revenue increases. Always include a description of your future strategic financial plans, like paying off debt or selling your business. Now we're going to discuss financial projections. Here in this section of your business plan, you want to supplement your funding request with financial projections. Your goal is to convince the reader that your business is stable and will be a financial success. If your business is already established, include some income statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements for at least the last 3 to 5 years. If you have other collateral, You could put up against a loan. Just make sure to list it in the beginning of your plan. Now, I want to provide a prospective financial outlook for the next 5 years, right? You should include forecasted income statements, balance sheets, cash flow statements, and capital expenditure budgets. For the first year, be even more specific and use quarterly or even monthly projections. Also, make sure to clearly explain your projections and match them to your funding requests. That would be a great place to use graphs and charts to tell the financial story of your business. Now, the appendix of your business plan is where you can provide supporting documents or other materials that were specifically requested. So, such items would include credit histories, resumes, product pictures, letters of reference, licenses, permits, patents, legal documents, and other contracts. Now, the example of a traditional business plan is read examples of business plans written by other owners, okay? And it can give you kind of a roadmap to see if this fits for you. Is it going to be a traditional business plan that you want to write, or are you going to write a lean startup plan? It doesn't have to take a look at other businesses that have been established and kind of get some ideas or get some motivation for your own. Just make sure it's your own thought, your own ideas, not taking someone else's and making it your own. Now, the lean startup plan format, it's a little bit short and it gives you an opportunity to start your business quickly. It's relatively simple, and you can plan to regularly change and refine this type of business plan as well. Now, lean startup formats are charts that use only a handful of elements to describe your company's value proposition, infrastructure, customers, and finances. They're useful for visualizing trade-offs and fundamental facts about your company. There are different ways to develop a lean startup template. You can also search the web to find free templates to build your business plan. And here I'm going to discuss the 9 components of a model business plan, okay? Now, for a lean startup format, you're going to begin with key partnerships. Here you want to note the other businesses or services you'll work with to run your business. Think about the suppliers, manufacturers, subcontractors, and similar strategic partners that you will work with. Next, you'll list your key activities. Here, you're going to list the ways your business will gain a competitive advantage. Highlight things like selling direct to consumers or using technology to tap into the sharing economy. Next, you'll discuss key resources. Here, you're going to list any resource you'll leverage to create value for your customer. Your most important assets should include staff, capital, or intellectual property. Now, don't forget to leverage business resources that may be available to women, veterans, Native Americans, and hub zone businesses as well. Next, you're going to talk about your value proposition. Make a clear and compelling statement about the unique value your company brings to the market. Let's say, for instance, you are an inventor of toys and you have created this amazing toy that does something that other toys on the market don't currently do. They don't offer this unique advantage, okay? You want to talk about that value proposition. What is it my toy does? Does my toy talk? Does it walk? Does it sing? Does it dance? Does it teach something? Those are things that you want to include in that, because that will give those who may be interested in investing in your business a little bit more encouragement to work with you, okay? Next, you want to talk about the customer relationship. Describe how customers will interact with your business. Is it automated or personal? Is it in person or online? Think through the customer experience from start to finish. Next, you're going to talk about consumer segments. Here, you want to be specific when you name your target market. Your business won't be for everybody, so it is very important to have a clear sense of whom your business will serve. Now, channels are just as important as well, and you definitely want to include that in your business plan. Here, you're going to list the most important ways you'll talk to your customers. Like most businesses use a mix of channels and optimize them over time. Next, in your plan, you'll talk about cost structure. Will your company focus on reducing costs or maximizing value? Here you want to define your strategy, then list the most significant costs you'll face pursuing it. We're going to talk about revenue streams in the next part of your business plan. Here you're going to explain how your company will actually make money. Some examples are direct sales, membership fees, and selling advertising space. If your company has multiple revenue streams, you want to list them all under your revenue stream section of your business plan. Now, before you write your business plan, as I stated before, you want to look at examples that may have been written by fictional business owners, and then take a look at it and decide what parts of that plan would fit your particular business. And just learn from it. And from there, sit down, write notes, think about all of the elements that we've covered here. And then once you pick a business format that works for you, you're off to a great start to having a successful business, a clear roadmap of the direction that you're going in, and a very good foundational plan for your business. And remember, write a plan quickly and efficiently with the correct template, and that will make a lot of difference in the outcome or the success of your business. You have the traditional business plan, which is very detailed, takes more time to write, and is very comprehensive. These type of plans, as I stated before, are plans that lenders and investors commonly request. And you also have the option of the lean startup plan. This type of plan is high-level focus, fast to write, and contains key elements only. Some lenders and investors may ask for more information when you present them with a lean startup plan. So that is our segment for today about writing a successful business plan. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again at Your Business Consultant.